Pranav Guha Thakur sir from Edu TV. Today, with us is a very versatile personality, Captain Dr. Denisha. Welcome, ma'am. She is the principal of Global Indian International School, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Ma'am, as you have got such a varied background, I think you'll be the right person to help our students. The students who have done their graduation and who have passed their class 12, they are in a dilemma, not exactly dilemma, they are very much depressed, ma'am. They are unaware what they have to do. They don't know what kind of jobs will be available in the future. What kind of jobs will be the new normal. What should they do? A lot of parents, they took loans and finance their kids' education in terms of engineering and other things. They are also in a bad shape. I would like to have your advice.
Good morning, namaste. Thank you so much for the introduction. I will straight away address to the students. Well, friends, I strongly believe that when we say friends, the distance is minimum. So here I am addressing to you as it was brought to me that the challenge is quite a bit. New normal, we say, that's a very, very positive term. Because the things which have happened, the pandemic, the way it has come up, was nobody's control. Though all the countries and governments are trying to control in a best way, but we all see that the impact is tremendous. Now coming on to you specifically, though everybody is impacted, but when we talk about students who have just passed out from 12th standard and certainly they have the rights to dream because this is a platform where they come out from one channel and the world is open to them. My message would start with a confidence and smile. See, we take a particular career or study and we do it, we excel it, that is in our control. But there is much beyond that which is not in our control. And the most important thing is when I was a child, one most important aspect was IQ, intelligence quotient. It is addition to IQ. There are multiple quotients which make part of a personality. What are those? Most important, another second factor is EQ, that is emotional quotient. That is, we need to understand emotional needs of people around us, which probably you will use it once you people step into actual life. Another aspect is social quotient, as to what is the society around us, how we need to interact with the society, how wisely we analyze, and then we frame the strategies. There is one more thing which I talk about, or maybe many people do talk about, which we don't use it, where we don't prepare our children, even as parents or as educators. And you know what is that? That is something called AQ. What is AQ? Adversary quotient. Things are there, we can dream to the sky, we can work to the sky, but then there are certain things, because the universe doesn't move as per our desires. And when it doesn't move as per our desires, example is in front of us. Then what do? We get depressed, we feel upset, we de-energize ourselves, we lose connect, we forego our dreams. What do? Here comes the requirement to nurture, to bring in and to understand this very quotient of life, that is adversary quotient. How we can tackle a situation which is beyond our control. There is a saying, I exactly don't remember the words, but it is something like this, that God gives me a wisdom to accept what I cannot change, and the power to make the change possible, and the intelligence level to understand the difference between these two. This situation nobody can change. Nobody wanted, and still we are striving. Sit down and analyze your strengths. I will never say weaknesses. I somehow never use that SWOT analysis as SWOT analysis. For me, W doesn't exist. That is strength, not so visible strengths, opportunities, and then how to tackle those situations which come in your way. Please sit down with your strengths, with your opportunities, and those things which I can say or you can understand that which are not visible strengths. I'll give an example. Weakness or not so visible strength. Suppose you are a person who gets jittery soon because unless your work is completed, you get jittery, you get upset. This is not your weakness. This is your invisible strength. Convert it to visible strength and say that I cannot sit patiently unless I achieve my goal. So analyze these strengths, sit down and understand where you are, where is the gap which has been created, which can be bridged by your analysis, with the support of your parents, with your desires and dreams. Always have a number of plans. As an army officer, what we learn from a very young age when we go for training, plan A, plan B, plan C. Because all said and done, we can aspire and want to touch the sky, but there can be different paths. Maybe the direct path you have chosen that time, that is not visible. But believe you me, there are multiple paths. Somebody said God closes one door, he opens another one. There may be many doors which are open, which are not visible to you. Go and find out where are those doors. Find out the path. Plan your journey. Take your nearest and dearest one with you. Rather, take one thing in your mind. Keep one strong thing in your mind. If you all understand a bit of Hindi, there is an old song which had just come to my mind when I was helping my daughter for storytelling. That is, Tum besahara ho to kisi ka sahara bano. Right now, I'm not saying you are incapable, you are besahara, but I'm saying you're not able to achieve what you wanted. You're not able to see the clarity of your visible path. Then what? Get depressed, as I was brought to you that children are getting depressed? No. Getting depressed will take you back, many steps back than you have taken to move forward in your life. So, one consolidated message to you all, please learn, adapt, adopt, and take this learning forward in the form of adversary quotient. Not only now, this adversary quotient is going to be helpful to you throughout your life. Whatever degree, whatever qualification, whatever percentage you hold in your particular exam, unless you are trained to adversary quotient, you will not be able to lead the level of success, lead towards the level of success. There are many examples. The recent example in front of us was suicide of a cinema star in India. What he was not holding, everything. He was almost on peak of his success. But then I am not there to analyze his situations. But somewhere some adversary touched him, which he couldn't cope up. And he surrendered to that precious life around which not only his family, but many were revolving. My dear little friends, learn to adapt in adversaries. Anything coming in your life, take it as a task. This also I have learned in Indian Army. You know what? When we go for SSB testing, there is a sand model analysis where you are given a situation which is almost impossible, where there is one task contradicting to that another task, third task, so on and so forth. And then a normal person would say, important to be taken, rest to be left. No. Find out a way, find out a via media, plan, move ahead, move forward. Whatever you are not able to do, maybe there is a better thing waiting for you. Whatever you are not able to see, maybe there is a better thing visible to you tomorrow. But then if you surrender, if you think that you are depressed, if you mentally give up, you will never be able to reach the desired destination. Because all said and done, all dreams are seen here, nurtured here, and then materialized on earth. With whatever your dreams are, let them be intact. I promise they will be intact. I promise where probably you would have reached by the normal journey or the path which could have been there if this situation wouldn't have come, you will reach a better level and a higher level of destiny. Make yourself in such a, bring yourself and make yourself in such a position where not only that you come out of your so-called depression, but help others also to overcome, rather than just surrendering yourself for this situation, which is not so bad. Wish you all the best. I'm sure when you sit down and analyze, if you are not able to reach one path, there'll be 10 paths you'll be finding and reaching, and you'll be more happy than what probably you would have been if you would have followed a simple, easy path. Easy paths are there for those who want easy destinations. Difficult paths are there for those who want difficult destinations, who are on a higher platform and who want to rise to the highest possible platform. So there you are, taking the challenge, being ready, and get, set, go. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for such an energetic speech. I'm sure this will motivate all our students, not only in India, abroad also. And I'm sure it will be very helpful. Thank you so much.